it's just because they don't like him. They have no reason not to like him. It's just they think they don't like him. But once they see more money in their pockets, once they see more jobs, and once they see a safer and healthier environment, they will notice and they will vote for him. He will win re-election in 2020, and then in 2018 we will win. We will beat Tim Kaine and Barbara Comstock, or whoever Barbara Comstock will win, and we will win all over the country just because of Donald Trump. The tax bill is the #1 thing, since we haven't done anything since Reagan, and the deal he just cut with the Democrats with DACA, and we get a border wall and border security. That was great. That shows that he can work with both sides. But we have been infected by his political enthusiasm and how he does not care what the media says. And that's something that most politicians are against. Like they believe in just saying what the people want to hear, but he won because he does not care what people say.
Since the end of World War II, America has really led the world. It's not hard to understand why the World Bank is here, why the United Nations is here. It's because we took the mantle of leadership. We won the war, and since 1945 until a year ago, we were the greatest nation on earth. And now we have built up this air of isolationism that withdraws us from the world. And so we've seen countries like the Chinese begin to accept that mantle of leadership that we have given up. And we've given it up because of our president. We saw what happened in Charlottesville. We saw him identify with organizations like neo-Nazis and the KKK. And that kind of leadership is in fact what has given rise to that power. Here locally, we have seen the proliferation of KKK literature dropped on our mailboxes, dropped on our driveways. That's not the America that I want to be a part of. The America that I want to be a part of is inclusive, is understanding of individual differences, that learns to embrace a much wider group of people, and that accepts that mantle of leadership and builds a moral and humility-formed government.
#1 thing is we've definitely seen an uptick in students that are actually interested in taking courses in politics to kind of get to know a little bit more how the institutions work. Before that, we didn't really have as many opportunities to have students coming in saying, it's like, oh, well, this big event just happened, an election of a new president, an election of a very divisive president. How did all that happen? What's going to happen next? And so it's been a great opportunity just to be able to say, like, well, here's how the institutions work, and here's how they've worked for a really long time. So you don't have to worry too much. Some things will change, but that changes with every administration. We've been constantly kind of seeing that the institutions still function, and they function in a fairly predictable way. And so that's really helped students kind of maybe relax a little bit. Like, I think there was an air of concern among some students, even conservative students were kind of concerned, well, what is this actually going to mean? Because this wasn't ever a clear-cut victory for one side or the other.